My name is Gracie Short. I'm 9 years old and I left preschool around the year 2009. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I met loads of good friends and the teachers were really nice there. Teachers were really friendly and they always looked after you. Like if you were ill, they always took you under their wing. The toys were really great. They always had new things coming. Everything was good. They would firmly say, "Don't do that again," and they would probably just, tell their parents about what they've done so they can talk to them later. I think I did it once, and I think they told my parents, but I don't think it was that bad circumstances. I didn't really realise that I didn't understand really. I don't think they shouted at me, they just firmly said, maybe go and pick that up and get a little cloth and, wipe it. Yeah, they'd make you sit down and they'd talk to you about it, because I remember someone else did something quite bad and they had to go and sit the teacher and talk to them. The rules were you had to be good when you were having fun. If you wanted to have fun without being shouted at, you had to be good. You had to be quite, relaxed, don't run around wild. The golden rules was have fun, but make sure you don't hurt anyone. Don't do anything really bad. Don't run off without, don't go to a different area without, at least a friend with you, because, then a teacher knows that you've gone off somewhere and then they can't lose you if it's something else. I think preschool, although they were quite firm rules because you had to be quite good, otherwise, because the teachers are not as young now as the primary teachers, don't, forget anyone, always include everyone. It's a bit like at school really, you have to remember that to include everyone all the time. Don't bully. Well, we don't really, at preschoolers, we don't really know what the meaning of bullying is, but they kind of explained it in an easier way than they do at primary now. Yeah, but they explain what bullying is before you go into it, because, don't bully. What does that mean to anyone? Because they don't really know. I think because preschoolers will understand it, although they did have easier ways of explaining it. Well, if they didn't, like I said earlier, they would talk to them and sit down and talk to them. And if you did follow them, you'd probably get a little sticker or something, At preschool, you don't get detentions and you don't get lose house points and stuff, because that wasn't introduced at preschool. But I think preschool's quite strict as well, because it doesn't matter what age you are, you still have to learn the rules. No, because we're a bit more, we're older now, so we understand more, but they're younger, so they have to understand more not so advanced rules. No, because everyone has to learn the right way, but I guess some people, if they get told off, they would feel it's quite harsh, but it's not really, because you have to learn. I think it is because they won't be able to understand what, advanced rules there are in primary. I think it was the art side of it, because everyone had fun, but at the same time they taught us really nice things. We had to stick some pictures in, we stuck stickers in, and we'd write what we did, and then our parents would write underneath. I think that's good, because the teachers can see what you've been up to, and just sitting at home watching TV, and you can, they can see how advanced you are. Yeah, I think it made me confident, because you'd always share what you've done, and it gave me confidence, and that's probably why I'm quite confident now, because I was always standing up and sharing things with the other children. Well, sometimes I don't think we really noticed, because we were too engrossed in, playing, but sometimes you would see the teachers having little meetings, but we don't really know what they're about, because they're a bit hush-hush, Never really looked like they were shouting at each other. I guess they were just like talking about what you could do better. And with the teachers talking to children, that was fine really. They were always quite firm, but at the same time not too firm because it would hurt the children's feelings. It depends who the children are really. If they were brought up with good parents or brought up with maybe not so, I wouldn't say not good parents, but maybe not so
negative.
Yeah, because like my parents, they've had other they've had my brothers, they've had other children, which probably given them more of a boost to look after other children because they're used to looking after children, but parents that have only had one child, they're not, I guess, not so used to it. I expect my mum, when she first had my brother, she wasn't, that great of a parent because she hadn't done it before. It depends really. I think I did because I had, as I said, my mum, had other children, so she brought me up quite well, and my dad brought me up well because he's quite firm. I think I only found quite negative when they annoyed me, not when they didn't do what I wanted them to do, when they didn't do as they were told towards the teachers, because I didn't really like that because they didn't listen. If you want to get far and do something really nice, then you'd have to listen to the teachers because, otherwise you won't understand it. I think, they wouldn't understand it as much as some children do because they've been told at home not to do this and they've got rules at home. Some children know parents are more relaxed with their children and they're not so advanced.